So for this screencast, what we'll be going over is how to edit widgets for your website. And this is something you might be familiar with from the old website. And if you are, then it should be pretty quick. Otherwise, we'll just have to kind of follow along. So a widget is a block of something that exists on the website. In this case, we have two blocks. We have something, which I just added and I'll get rid of, and then we have links, and then I added in a picture. This sidebar exists not only on the main department page, but it also exists on the Contact Us page. So in order to actually go and edit this, what I'm going to do is you're going to log in to, right now this is still a temporary site, sthandles.typemate.com. And once you log in, on the left-hand side, what you're going to see is a link called Appearance, and then you're going to see another link called Widgets. So we're going to go there. And although this might look a bit overbearing, it's really not that bad. So on the left-hand side, I have all the available widgets that I can go and I could add potentially to this sidebar. Now, some of these widgets, if you're not necessarily making use of the component, then adding them is really not going to do anything. So for example, if you're not making use of a blog, then you can add in recent posts, but it's not going to really show up. You can go and you can add in a news sticker, but if you're really not making use of it, then it's not going to show up. The most common widgets that you're going to use are Black Studio and text. Those are going to be the two most common widgets. Down below it shows the inactive widgets, which I'll get to in a minute. And on the right hand side, these are basically regions or areas where I can go and I could take this widget and I could drop it. And then it would potentially show up on the website. Not all of these regions are active. The one that's active is, for example, if we have City Recorder's office sidebar. This is the one for the City Recorder's website, which is where I have access to and where I logged in. So it shows City Recorder and City Recorder's office. Now I have two widgets on here. Both are Black Studio Tiny MC, which are over here. And the reason I use Black Studio Tiny MCE is because it provides a full toolbar of stuff that I can go and edit. So for example, if I wanted to add in a word and highlight in bold, then I could highlight it in bold. And if I were to go and save this, go back to the site and refresh, now it shows this as a bold word. I can also go through and I can reorder the widgets, which will be saved automatically. And if I go back and I refresh, then the widgets will be reordered. At the same token, I can go and I can delete a widget altogether. So let's say if I want to get rid of this, I could go and I could delete it. Once I delete it, it obviously doesn't show up here. And once I delete it, like, it's gone. There's no, oh, I want to save this. Like, it's gone. And if I go back, it's here. Now let's say I went through and I wanted to add something. And we'll call this, the word of St. Helens. And we can add in a bunch of text. And I'm going to click Save. So, this shows up on the website now. Now let's say I wanted to save it for future use. I could save it for future use and just drag it to this inactive widgets area. And if I go back and I refresh, then it doesn't show up. But let's say I did want to go and I wanted to add in, actually, what's the city elections? Do not know what that is. So there's this whole city elections area widget. So in here, let's say that I wanted to show this only on, sorry, my internet is really slow. Let's say I only wanted to show this on the Contact Us page. What I could do is I could unselect department and unselect council elections, and I have this red X here, and I have Contact Us in green. If I actually go back and save this, now it's going to show and Contact Us, but if I go to department, it doesn't show up there anymore. So I have the ability to go and control where these widgets actually show up on the page. By the default, anytime you go and you add in a new page, it's automatically going to show the widget. And we do that on purpose because if you have a score of pages, it's a lot easier to turn something off versus having to go and turn all the light switches on in the house. So that's basically a run through of widgets. You can go and you can add in pictures. You can go and upload new files. You can go and you can create links, like there are links here right now. So for example, if I double click on, or if I highlight this link and click on the link button, it shows that this is going to a different page. If I wanted to, I could open up in a new tab, or I could look for another, another page on here that I want to go and I want to link to. And the toolbar, discussing the toolbar, is actually another screencast. But that's kind of the nuts and the bolts of going through and adding in widgets. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you.